What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be changing the rotors and brake pads on our R32. Right here we have our 4 new rotors and we have 4 sets of brake pads. We went with some slotted and drilled rotors because they look cool. One of those doesn't have a benefit and I think it's a slotted, but I don't remember. So this should be straightforward. If you've never changed rotors before, it's real easy. You just take the caliper off, put the new rotor on, and at the same time we're going to be changing pads. I just got like basic pads. I didn't get like race or anything because it's my daily, so I'm not sliding it around or anything. I don't need anything special. This car's going to see the streets more than anything, so I'm not trying to spend a bunch of money on special pads. I can just get basic ones and be fine. I don't know when the video is going to go up, but the 240 is like in pieces right now on the interior. Redoing all the wiring. Stay tuned for that video if it isn't already out. So let's get our old rotors off and then put the new ones on. So here are the old rears, and you can see like something on the brake pad is digging into the actual rotor, and that's no bueno. Before we take the caliper off, I want to push the pistons in, so we'll have to open up the bleeder valve, and then we're going to take a screwdriver and we're going to like push on it to try and push the piston in with the reservoir cap open for the brake fluid, and that should allow the pistons to push back in. So we'll just take this cap off. Definitely going to need to change all the brake fluid, but we'll have to do that another time. But first we're going to get the pads out, and then we're going to try to push the pistons back in. Like this is the old and that's the new. Like they're pretty similar. This one definitely has more and it's got these beveled edges, which I guess helps with preventing squeaking. But yeah, they're getting replaced. So we're going to be throwing these on. Oh, look at that. We pushed it back with the screwdriver with the bleeder valve. And I don't know if that's like the way you're supposed to do it, but because we're not using these rotors, I don't care about the screwdriver potentially messing them up. So that's what we did. We did that on my friend's Supra too. So now we're just going to take the caliper off and then we'll take the rotor off. So we got the rotor off, and this is one thing that I don't like about the Skyline is the drum brake e-brake assembly. Drum brakes are just really complicated and I don't understand them. I'm sure if I spent some time and worked with them, then I would get more familiar with it and wouldn't be too bad. But I have zero experience with drum brakes. I'm not gonna mess with these. There are these like drift spec pads that I could get for here, but I don't know. We'll see. I might. God, I do not want to change them. I'm sure they need to be changed because, you know, 30-year-old car. I don't really slide this car, so there's not really a point for me to do it right now. But eventually we'll change them. Don't worry. But now we can get our nice fancy rotor. Well, there we go. We got one done. So we just have to do the other 3. But that looks so much better than that. The wheels. I can't wait to see how it looks with the wheels back on. One day we'll get the calipers powder coated, but I don't know what color yet, and not really trying to do that right now. This is the old ones. They're actually red. Sort of hard to tell. And then we got our nice new ones. So you probably noticed this before I did. I read the boxes wrong. That's the wrong side. So the direction is going backwards. So everything that we just did, we have to take off and put a different rotor on and transfer everything to the other side. Not the end of the world, but also wish I didn't have to do that. I fixed it. It actually didn't take that long, thankfully. The caliper just had to come off, the new rotor on, put everything back. So this side, totally done. So now we can do the other side. All the brakes on. They're all pointing the right direction. We're all good to go. We just bled them again because they felt a little weird, but now they feel pretty normal. Last thing is to put the tires on and then go for a little drive and see how they feel. One of the big things is when I would press on the brake, the front calipers, it seemed, would make noise, and they're not doing that anymore, which is good. So we're gonna let the car warm up and then we're gonna go for a little drive and just test out the brakes. As of right now, the brake pedal feels pretty good. Before, the brakes would make this weird like squeaking noise, and it doesn't seem like they're doing that anymore. So I think the noise was something with the actual pads. I thought it was maybe the brake piston. So once it warms up, we're gonna go for a little drive. All right, here we go. We're on this empty street, we're gonna test the brakes out. Whew. It's a lot better. They're not making noise, which is very good. Yeah, they're good. I like them. So I'm very happy with how the brakes feel, and they don't make any noise anymore, which is awesome, because that was honestly really embarrassing. Pulling up to like a meter somewhere, and then just as soon as I go to brake, it either squeals or it makes this weird like noise that's just not good, but it's not doing any of that anymore, so I'm very happy about that. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you did, comment down below, and then hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.